Hi, everyone. I am joined by unified welterweight champion Errol Spence, who is getting ready for his undisputed welterweight title fight against Terence Crawford on July 29 on Showtime pay-per-view. Errol, this is a fight that many fans and the boxing public has been calling for quite a while. You're days away from finally getting into the ring and showing what you're made of. What is that emotion like as you get closer to the fight?
I mean, it's really the same as every fight. You don't want to get too excited or, too emotional, especially a week a week a week to the fight. So for me, it's just, staying focused, going over the game plan with my coach, doing it over and over in my head and just, playing out the fight and just making sure that I left no stones unturned. So I can be 100% prepared inside the ring.
When we talk about the fight, how do you envision this going? What's playing through your mind?
I mean, when you go through the fight in your head, I mean, it's a million different scenarios that pop up in your head. So basically, for me, it's just me winning the fight and dictating my jab and sometimes range in and out, just different scenarios just because I know, he's a great fighter. So it has to be different scenarios and different moves that's going to happen in the fight.
What is that one skill that you think is going to separate you in this fight?
I believe my determination.
I talked to Derek James before a few weeks ago as well too. He said, whoever has the fortitude is going to win this fight, and it seems as if it's going to be that kind of tit for tat battle. Everyone's calling this a 50-50 fight. Somehow the betting, somehow you're the betting underdog, the slight betting underdog. I think you might have to like your odds here. How much are you going to be putting on yourself when you walk into that Vegas casino?
Uh, Probably nothing. I mean, I got enough, friends and family putting money on me, so I don't have to put nothing on myself. I just tell them give me a little bit out there, is off the top, just because I won.
As long as they're supporting you, I'm sure that's all you're looking for. Uh,
Yeah.
you talked about having to make several key concessions that you feel Terence Crawford didn't deserve in order for you to get this fight made. Well, what were those concessions?
There's a lot of concessions, like just the coin flip to see who walks out first. Um, you know, Upping his percentage. Just a couple of things.
Does the winner have the right to choose whether or not this fight's going to be at 154 pounds?
Uh, I don't know.
Gotcha. Uh, that being said, your days at 147 pounds are numbered. Being an undisputed champion, it's all about legacy and this defining fight that you're looking for. But you've said in the past that you don't really care for the Hall of Fame. Why is that?
I mean, it's cool and all, but I mean, it's just something I don't really care about. My main objective is, beating the best opponents out there and getting the most money I can because
It seems as if you're channeling into that Money Mayweather phase of your career, just making sure those checks come
that's
in.
that's the only thing that really matters in the day because the fans, the promoters, the managers, they're not gonna take care of the fighter after he's beaten up and battered. He got to take care. I got to take care of myself. So for me, it's definitely I want the most lucrative fights out there. My thing is not if I make it a Hall of Fame, that's cool. But I'm not the type of guy that's all I want is to get in the Hall of Fame. My main objective is to make sure my finances is in order and I can lead this game with my head held high and I don't have to come back because I have to and come back and just get beat up. If I do come back, it's because I want to.
Why do you feel the success of this fight is so important for the boxing public?
because it's the number one guy versus the number two guys, the best versus the best. Two undefeated guys. I know for a fact we're one of the two best fighters in boxing. So I feel like this is making huge because we don't get that all the time where you got, two top 5 pound for pound guys fighting each other. But that makes it huge. And then, he has exciting fights where he get knockouts and I have exciting fight where I get knockouts. So and we've both been on the top of the game for a long time.
Do you think this is the kind of fight that makes these 50-50 fights more doable in the future? A lot of people talk about making it make business sense and making sure the financials are there. You guys really gave up a lot of concessions, as you said, to make this fight happen. But do you think you've kind of set the blueprint for these big time fights to happen?
It might be. Hopefully, hopefully we put a little fuel on the fire to make these big fights happen, and the people can see that it's more lucrative for you to fight another top guy, and hopefully it can happen. But I don't know. People have different promoters, people have different managers, and people have different incentives at the end of the day. So I only know that I wanted to fight, and Terence wanted to fight, and I don't think people are gonna wait around for a year, 2 years. Me and Terence is something that's been going on for a while, trying to make the fight happen, and we both stayed on top regardless of what happened outside the ring. And I don't think you're gonna get anything like that where you got a guy that's waiting 2, 3, 4 years, both opponents waiting, to fight each other, and they both on the top of the sport.